Michael T. Porter, and I'm bringing the news to your ass like no other. This gentleman behind me, this Pookie and Ray, this nigga here, shot his pregnant girlfriend. She was 8 months pregnant, and he shot her in the stomach while she was sleeping next to her two other children. We got a lot to cover tonight, y'all. I just don't take a good look at the nigga. God damn. Let's get this poll going. What's the most how? Oh, my bad. Can y'all hear me? Oh, man, this is a horrible story. The woman survived, y'all. The woman survived. Give y'all 45 more seconds. We'll start at the 3 o'clock mark. Oh, I'm feeling good. I got two more things to do. I got two more things to do, and then I'm finna skedaddle, my nigga. I got a boogie. I got a woogie. 30 more seconds, y'all. I hope y'all doing well. I hope y'all making great decisions. I hope y'all finding that inner strength. I hope y'all working out. I hope y'all keeping them kids together. What's up, Josh? What's up, PK? Hang Lanny, what's up? Radiska? I'm from Cali, but I'm holding it down in Dallas right now. I'm from Cali, but I'm holding it down in Dallas right now. So we got a story. Y'all know if y'all heard, it's all over the news. If you haven't heard, this man behind me with the ashy lips, the ashy black lips, he is in jail for shooting his 8-month, shooting his girlfriend. She was 8 months pregnant, and he shot her while she was sleeping, shot her right in the stomach. The bullet went through her stomach, and the bullet has hit the child. The bullet has hit the unborn child, but the child has survived. The mother has survived. Now there's some controversy about how she was forced to have the baby. They're saying she was forced. Appreciate that, John. I love these things. I love these things. They're saying that she was forced to have this baby. There's another story out there in Alabama where they're saying a woman was shot in the stomach and she was forced. Now, I don't know why the media is trying to jump on this. And once again, I don't know how a country can call itself a country. And if you're a woman, y'all listen to this, get out your feelings. This is why men are superior to women. Logic. Who wakes up in the morning and say, I want to kill a child for no reason? Yeah. People get all in their feelings. I don't see how there's ever an excuse to take a life of an unborn child. If the child's healthy and the mother's healthy, a woman should never have the right, quote unquote, right to take that child's life. So you are competent enough to lay on your back and get cracked, but now you're saying that you're not competent enough to take care of the child. You're competent enough to get ran through, but you're not competent enough to raise the child. So why did you get ran through? Why did you get ran through? Michael T. Porter. Michael T. Porter. No, I got these at Burlington. Some of the best things you'll find is at the cheaper stores. I'm finna buy a whole bunch of collections. I've seen these online. But you got to understand. So that's my standpoint. Now, if a woman is shot in her stomach, it should be up to the woman because it's no longer an abortion is a murder of an innocent child, a murder of a healthy child that's in the body of a healthy mom, right? Now, it's a medical procedure if the child has been shot in the stomach. That's not an abortion. That's a medical procedure. Now decisions have to be made, or any other complications. Are we going to save the mother or save the child? I want you guys to fully understand how I'm coming. In extreme circumstances where decisions have to be made about the child, saving the child's life, or saving the mother's life, that's not an abortion. That is a medical procedure with a very critical decision that has to be made. You know, I don't think a woman should be feeling guilty or, I still think she get therapy. If she decides not to go through with the pregnancy and terminate the pregnancy, it wasn't because she was a bad person. It wasn't because she's a baby killer like Kamala Harris. It's because she had to save her own life. That's not abortion. That is an emergency. That's a critical situation. What Kamala Harris and all these leftists are talking about, they're encouraging women, whether the baby's healthy or not, to get rid of it. How evil can a country be? Evil. I don't give a damn who you are, where you're from, it's evil. Now we got that out the way. So that's the latest update on this story. One more thing I want to say about the abortion thing. Women are easily manipulated. Going back to my previous point, this is why men are superior. Strong men are superior because of our logic. They're saying that certain people, I guess like me, who want to stop abortion, senseless murdering of children, right? I want to stop it. That makes no damn sense. You shouldn't have laid on your back. You shouldn't have got, well, she was raped. Well, we have programs, right? If we can take care of all these illegals, we can take care of American women who have been R-worded. Does that make sense to y'all? Does it make sense that we can take care of other people of other nations? If we can do that, can't we take care of women who have been R-worded and got pregnant from that situation? I'm pretty sure we could take care of them. I'm pretty sure we could take care of that baby and get counseling for the mom and the baby and get them housing and make sure she get a good job. We're doing it for everybody else. Am I making sense? If a woman has been, and is documented by police report that she has been R-worded and she came up pregnant, it is the state's and government's responsibility to lock that pervert up and take care of that baby till he's 18. Help that mother be productive. Help that mother get counseling. Help that mother get some therapy. And we're going to take care of this mother. She's going to get some housing. She's going to get, some real support. We're going to support her with the housing. We're going to support her with her career and get on with life. That's your baby, woman. Maybe I can save a lifetime. Maybe if you're a woman who has gone through this and you're pregnant now, maybe I can talk some sense into you, right? Go get some, and there's still help for you. You're a woman. You're a woman in a first world nation. There's help for you. So I still don't understand why you think that's a necessary step to get rid of your child, and it messes up your body. A lot of women, do y'all know a lot of women don't know that if they go through this procedure, they may never have an opportunity to have a child again because this procedure is abnormal. Did y'all know that? Have any of y'all went to a medical school or done any medical research? Let's see. I'm gonna check these polls. Oh, no, I'm gonna finish my next point. So the reason I'm saying all of this, women are very gullible. That's why most women are, I hate to say it, hoes, and men are pimps, because men are logical. We use our mind to control women, just like the government does. I'm not going to let somebody tell me what to do. My body, my choice. The government tells you what to do with your body every freaking day. The government just told you that you can't drink and drive. The government just told your punk ass that you cannot drink and drive. They just told you what to do with your body. I'll wait. Am I making sense? I'm not going to let no man or no men or no state or federal government. It's my body, my choice. They're making it seem like these women are above the law. No, the law just told you that you can't hit your husband. That's an assault. Did you know that? So right then and there, the government just told you you cannot use this motion to strike your boyfriend or your husband. It's an assault and you will go to jail. The government tells you what to do with your body every single day. The government said that you must wear clothes out in public. My body, my choice. No, 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 no. The government tells you what to do. This is how women, this is why they're pushing so hard for women to be in politics, because once you can, so what they did was they got rid of strong men like myself and all the men on this channel. They got rid of strong men and put the women in charge of the households, because if you can control the women, women are easily controlled. You can control the votes. You can control the next generation. And that's why, especially in our community, you see little boys wearing bonnets. Little black boys are wearing bonnets. It's all about control and power. And you can't control strong men. So they had to get rid of the strong men. They had to feminize the men and put the women, especially in the black community, put the woman in charge of the household. And the woman goes with anything. As long as you can make a woman feel good, you're going to get that vote. As long as you make a woman feel good and stroke her ego, you're going to get her support. Even if that support is at the destruction of her household. Even if that support means that she's going to die alone because no man want to deal with her because she's too hard to deal with, right? Right? So I'm saying all this to say this. Women, you've been lied to. The government controls you. You cannot do what you want. Even in abortion, they're controlling that too. Kamala Harris said she wouldn't answer the question. She said, up until, is there a term limit in which you can take a child's life? Kamala Harris didn't want to answer the question. You know, she do that word salad. Like, she acts like she's retarded. Well, I don't think she's acting. She really is retarded. So they want to be able to take a child's life even up until the last term. The the legs, the stomach, the baby's damn near about to come out. And they said, now I'm trying to figure out how they're even able to do that. They're going to cut the stomach open. So when you start, now you guys don't understand how evil this world is. There's a perfectly healthy baby in that stomach about to come out. At 8 months, Kamala Harris said you can get rid of it. How? It's so big. Let me go to this poll. Then we're going to talk about our life decisions. In order to be great, we got to make great decisions. The reason my poll question, because this woman chose this Pookie and Ray Ray. Why are black women continually chasing Pookies and Ray Rays? Men who have nothing to lose. Let's see. Poll question. What's the most important decision a person will ever make? 36% say life partner. 36% say religion. 27% say career. So it's almost even. It's almost even. These are very critical. Your belief system. Who you gonna spend the rest of your life with? Is this person gonna be there for you? Or are they gonna support you? Or are they gonna be genuine to you? Are they kind to you? Do they bring you peace? Your religion, that's very important. You know, how are you gonna function? My higher power is God, Christ, and the Holy Spirit, but everybody different. But religion is very critical. In your career, you gotta get that money. You gotta get the money. All of these aspects of life is what people should be focused on, right? We're gonna go to the comments and talk about these Pookies and Ray Rays. This man has nothing to lose. And ladies, I want to help you ladies out too. Men and women, actually. I hate to say it, but it's time to start dating people who have something to lose. It's time to start dating people who have something to lose. Even if you're young, even if you're in high school, if you're watching this, or if you're younger, older, I don't give a damn what age. Start dating people who have something to lose, because people who have something to lose, they move different. They ain't got time for all this foolishness. This man had nothing better else to do than to put a bullet in his pregnant woman's stomach. He had nothing better else to do than to shoot an unborn child that's grown in his mama's stomach. That's crazy. Let's see. Get some shout outs out here. Show a little love. This country will not take care of them. Shout out to Garrett. 7976. Yeah, the government don't want to take care of nobody, but they want all our damn money. For all you political experts, I got out of politics because I saw it was nothing but a game, and at the end of the day, God's children get screwed over. So we have to make our own way, you know. But yeah, the country don't want to take care of nobody, but they want all our damn money. This country makes trillions of dollars in taxes. Where's the money at? State taxes, federal tax, sales tax, gas tax, grocery tax. God damn. Putting tax on, did I say property tax? Property tax on a nigga ass. Can we look for them while they still, can we look for them while, can we look for them while they are still kids? Mark, shout out to Mark MC. I'm not sure about that question. 209 Underground Facility. EDP, shout out Florum. Shout out George Santana. Maritime Fabrication, shout out 1822. Something about give us some titties and some doopies. Oh, I don't speak that language. Women need to have the right to vote revoked. Oh, George about to start something up in here. George is about to start something up in here. He said women, George Santana, 1518, women need to have the right to vote revoke. So he's pretty much saying women shouldn't be able to vote anymore. Women and weak men shouldn't vote. I throw them beta males in there too. Throw them beta males in there. Beta male. Let's see. Shout out to Keith Tedford, 3692. Well, let's put it very simply. If you can already see and recognize your own problem in your own culture, why don't you just fix it? Well, why don't you fix it? This is a problem in all culture. What are you talking about? Oh, you talking about bonnets? Oh yeah, little white boys don't wear a bonnet. And if I ever see a little white boy wear a bonnet, I was like, boy, you need your ass whooped. Where your daddy at? Little white boys wearing bonnets? What the hell's going on? Yeah, there's a lot of problems in the white community. Keith, if you white, you need to fix your community too, because there's a lot of white poor people. There's more poor white people than anybody else. So if what you saying, white people are working hard, why are they poor? Stop being poor. No excuse. Pull yourself up by the bootstrap. If you're going to blame everybody else, who am I blaming? So see y'all want to start a debate. Let me eat this man up real quick, and I'm finna get on to this Pookie and Ray Ray behind me, because white people love it. I ain't no boot looking ass nigga. I can point out the problems that my culture is inflicting upon ourselves, and I can point out external problems. See, when you go to school and you're educated, there's things called internal factors and external factors. Say it with me, class. Internal factors, things that we can control. External factors, things that we cannot control. That's outside of our control. Internal we can control. External things that we cannot control, right? So if Keith went to school, he would have known that, and he knows it don't just apply to business. Business use those factors a lot. Internal factors, external factors. But this applies in life. You know, I can't control what the government does, right? To a degree we can vote or whatever, but they want to raise an interest rate. They want to raise inflation. They want to give our resources to other countries while we starve. I have no control over that. But the things we do have control over, I agree, we should be addressing those things. But anytime they see a black man address a black man, they're like, thank God, they can take the pressure off me. When a white person see a black man like myself criticize my own people, they're like, I'm not Jason Whitlock. I'm not one of these Stephen A. Smith. I'm not one of these bootleggers. Oh, thank God, the pressure, they want us to take the pressure off white folks. Nope. I'm putting pressure on white folks and niggas. How about that? Both parties have contributed to the destruction of our people. And the Jews too, them record labels. We'll get into all that, but let's see what Keith talking about. I'm not taking the pressure off white America, so if you think that's going to happen, if you're going to blame everybody else and say that the society is a problem and you can already understand it, take the position and stop complaining. See? Y'all see that, y'all? When have I ever complained? Those of you who have been rocking with me since for a little while, when have I ever complained? My whole show's about greatness. In order to be great, we gotta make great decisions. Where on this platform does it seem like a nigga complaining? Did you look at the poll? I'm asking serious questions. These are critical decisions that people must make to be great in their life. So it's obviously Keith don't know me, and he's one of these white folks that hate being blamed. He hates to take accountability. Have you ever heard of the word accountability? Hey Keith, and this is what they don't like. Hey Keith, slavery happened. You guys caused slavery. You guys raped children. You guys raped black women. You guys hung black men. You guys participated in increasing the wage gap. It happened, Keith. It happened. So what I need you to do is stop coming on my channel complaining. Notice how he's complaining about me complaining. So take your own advice. Stop your complaining. Stop your bitching, right? And you need to hold yourself and hold your people accountable for the atrocities that they have inflicted on other nations. How about that? Words are only as good as what they're working, and most times you have to do it in action to change anything. Well, take some action and fix your community. There's a lot of poor white people. Notice how Republicans never talk about poor white folks. And white people are just as violent as blacks, but they don't use guns. Blacks are number one in gun violence. White people are number one in violence. They kill each other in different ways. And so if you break it down easily, blacks are number one in gun violence. A lot of the murders are domestic in the white neighborhood. Life insurance policies. I've covered a lot of stories. White people will poison you. White people run you over. White people stabbing. Even though white people love guns, they're not number one in gun violence. Young black males are kind of strange, actually. It's kind of strange that strong white men, because especially conservative, they ain't gonna give up these guns. These guns, they're gonna keep producing these guns. But it is kind of crazy how white men are not number one in guns when that's all they talk about. They will go to war before them white men give up them guns. We will go to war. Before these white men give up their guns, America will go to war. We'll have a civil war over here. But they're not number one in gun violence. Black men are. White people kill in various, they're more sophisticated in their murders, right? Poisoning, stabbings, suffocation. I covered the stories. So I know what I'm talking about. They fall for energy, maritime. A true great manipulator will actually use that as a tool. I think you're free, but made you stupid so I can control you. Okay, y'all in my own country. Shout out to who's this? Text manage new beginning clips. What did you get George Floyd for Christmas? So this guy's a troll, obviously. You're not your own culture. You can bring a different value and have your own opinion against it, but you can deny culture is strong when united. Okay, so just opinions. Shout out to Denali got him. Oh yeah. Shout out to Boots Mason. Tax isn't meant to pay for everything. It's meant to keep people in their place. Income tax is actually unconstitutional. Whoa. Boots. What that mean, Boots? Tax isn't meant to pay for everything. It's meant to keep people in their place. Damn. I never heard that. That's some philosophical stuff right there. Income tax is actually unconstitutional. Let's see, Keith by irony understanding. So let me get back to this story. I just want to see if I'm missing you. A shout out to Young Chazzies. I'm about greatness. I'm about everybody making great decisions. That's the only way you're gonna be great. Get your money up. Get right with God. Arm yourself. Educate yourself. If you're in the right mental space and spiritual space, help others if you can, so that good energy can pass on to others. That information could pass on to somebody else that's struggling. For those that want to be helped, a lot of people don't want to be helped. They're in hell and they're fine with that. Cindy Johnson, shout out to saying, please don't use the N-word. Who, me? Nigga, please. Miss Cindy, are you white? You try to tell me not to say the N-word? Oh, they love trying to control confident black men. No, I'm a buck. I'm one of them slaves. Y'all have to kill me. I'm not one of them slaves. I'm gonna be around there just letting you just handle my baby girl, rape my daughter. I'm gonna go sit there, well, baby, I could have did something to stop them hillbillies from R-wording you, but I'm a pathetic man. So your daddy is pathetic, but remember, baby, I'm a slave. So that's my excuse, baby. I would love to jump in. Me and your uncles would have loved to jump in and stop the R-word from happening to you, baby. But your uncles are pathetic too, and grandpa, he pathetic too. He ain't gonna bust a grape. He ain't gonna stand up in your honor, baby. I'm just a sad, pitiful slave. And anything these white folks tell me what to do, I'm just gonna do it, baby. I'm not gonna get me no goddamn money. No, I'm not gonna fight back. They tell me to stop saying the N-word. I'm not gonna say it, boss. F that, nigga, please. Shout out to Cindy, though. That was cute. Oh, Lord. Shout out to Caprello. I'm white. I be your master chauffeur. 2,000 a week. Oh, my God. You're complaining about not complaining. Thank you for the glass. I love these things, y'all. I'm finna get a whole inventory. They got different. This is a chameleon. They change gold, green, blue. I love these things. I love these things, boy. Let's see. Boy, Keith going in. Keith having let up, complaining, weak black man, black crying. Who's this? Did I miss anybody? I got you. Trump for the world. That's woman. Shout out to Walter. All right. Let me get back to the story and I'll jump back into the poll and the thing. So, black women, all women. Before I get to black specifics, I like to go general first. They have dumbed down society. They have lowered the standards, whether it's dating, whether it's marriage, whether it's parenting. Example, you got to give example. When a nigga talk, a nigga had to give an example. Co-parenting. Have you guys heard of co-parenting? The phrase co-parenting? I give y'all 30 seconds. I'm gonna come back at 28. I want y'all to think about that. Have you ever heard of the phrase co-parenting? Everybody going around talking about co-parenting. Have you ever heard of the phrase? Give me a thumbs up if you heard of thumbs up if you heard of the phrase co-parenting. 9 more seconds. The reason I'm bringing up co-parenting because instead of society pushing for strong men, strong women, young adults, young males and young women to get together and stay together, they're encouraging this thing called co-parenting. Co-parenting is another term for broken home, and this is a new norm now. It's normal to have sex out of wedlock and ping pong your child from one house to the other. It's just the societal standards now. Instead of putting God first, making sure man and woman have God in their souls, and anytime you guys have problems, both of y'all run to God. Both of you guys practice forgiveness. Both of you guys practice nurturing one another. Both of you guys practice supporting one another. They say, you know what? Let's lower, that's just too much. The standard's just too high. Let's lower it and you guys can just separate, standards. Boys used to wear boy clothes. Girls used to wear girl clothes. They lowered the standards on that. You can wear what you want. There's no structure. There's no nothing, right? So I understand finding somebody that's good in today's time is going to be hard because the world has regressed. Psychologically, it's regressed. Spiritually, we're getting further and further away from God, and we're heading into this digital fake world, the Twilight Zone, right? So I know it's hard to find somebody. I like to give people grace. At the same time, you got to still uphold those high standards for yourself and for your family. That's why I asked the question, what's the most important decision you will ever make? And I believe me, the most important decision you will ever make is the person that your life partner. I'm gonna have to go with the first option. The reason why, see, God ain't gonna ever betray you. God is consistent, unlike human beings. Another example, have you guys ever tried to go on a date and the person ghosted you? God will never ghost you. God has been here forever. He's alive now, and he will always reign forever, right? Right? Unlike human beings are awful, terrible in comparison to the Lord. So the person that you with is the most important thing, because religion, once you get right with God ain't gonna ever leave. But you're dealing with somebody. See, God is perfect, so it's much easier to build a relationship with God than to build a relationship with a human being, because the human beings are imperfect, they're terrible, they're flawed. You're expecting the best from an entity that is flawed. You're expecting the best from an entity that is flawed. You're expecting that person to support you. You're expecting that person to show up on time. You are expecting that person to be loyal and not cheat and not to hurt you and not to let you down. See, all those standards, when you apply those standards and you have those standards for God, oh, God can take care of that easy, because he created the standards. Oh, that's light work for God. It's almost impossible for human beings. There's a part of our existence that's so wicked and nasty, it'll make your grandmama head spin. So that's what I'm going back to. I understand that it's hard to find somebody, but we still got to uphold these standards. This woman, I don't know what she looks like, but this man has a record. This man has a rap sheet that is long. And so if I'm this girl's daughter, I'm looking at this dude like, what do you do for a living? Going back to what I said earlier, we need to start dating people who have a lot to lose. Because this man had nothing better to do with his life than to shoot his pregnant girlfriend. Who said that? Oh, dude. I don't know if there's a real picture. She said, maybe you're flawed, but I'm not. Girl, are you Jesus? Oh, Miss Rose, are you God? Oh, Miss Rose, are you the Holy Spirit? Or are you the Word of God? Those are the only things that are perfect. Even the angels ain't perfect. She said, maybe you flawed. Oh, these white folks be coming on my channel talking that shit. I mean, talking that ish. She said, maybe, you know what? Shout out to Miss Rose. Because she ain't backing down. She said, y'all may be terrible. Y'all may be god awful, but not me. The audacity, the arrogance of Miss Rose. Maybe you are flawed. I'm flawed. She said, but I'm not. I've never heard any human being say that. Even the Muslims know they screwed up. Even the Jews know they screwed up. Even the Hindus know they screwed up. Even the Buddhists know they screwed up. Even atheists know they screwed up. They say, no, I'm not the first thing an atheist would say, I don't believe in God. I'm willing to believe. I just don't believe in God now. Or, I just think I do my best. I know that I try to work on myself. I try to, better myself. So when they say that, they're acknowledging that they're flawed. That's why they said they're working on themselves. I don't believe in a higher power. I just believe in myself, and I work on myself. I read books. I'm talking about people who are atheists. Even atheists know they flawed. Miss Rose, where you from, girl? And if you from America, I know you lying. If you are from America talking about you ain't flawed, as much corruption and wickedness is going on around here, girl, you need to be stopped. Oh, that baby tickle. Oh, where was I? Oh, Miss Rose. Let me get to these polls real quick. We got to start dating people who have a lot to lose. This man had nothing to... Satan, you can look in his eyes. Cold, big black ashy lips. Let's see. What's the most important decision a person will ever make? We got 33% say life partner, 45% say religion, and 21% say career. Okay. So a lot of people leaning towards the religion. Yeah, we need some God today, y'all. It's hard, y'all. It's hard. Shout out to Mr. John Rath. That's a very twisted outlook. Believing life partner is more impactful than religion. Very small minded. You are with God every day. You're with your religion every day. That's the point I was making. God ain't going anywhere. I have to trust that this human being is going to be with me. That's why it's the most important decision, because I have to, how do I put it? It's the most important because of the inconsistency. In other words, it's more of a risk dealing with a life partner than God, because you know God's going to love you, God's going to be there if you are sincere about your relationship with him. But this person next to me, I have to be critical. I have to analyze this person. I have to do my due diligence. I have to do my background check. I got to see how they move. I got to analyze their actions. How are they with me? How are they with my parents? How are they with my children? Will this person be a good father? Will this person be a good mother? That is the most important. Because see, if the one you love, your husband, your wife, if your husband or wife leaves you, God's still going to be there. When you're broke, God's still going to be there. When you're rich and you come up, you graduate, you finally start getting some goddamn money, God is still going to be with you if you open up your heart to him. When you're sick, God's still going to be there. When you're healthy at their gym, at Platinum Fitness, when you're at Lifetime Fitness, 24-hour fitness, God is with you. It doesn't matter where you at in your life, God will be there. But this person that you choose, oh man, you have to be absolutely sure who you're dealing with. See, with God, you know what you're going to get. So, yeah, we got to start dealing with people who have something to lose. Because if this man was an engineer, if this man had a plan, a purpose in life, there's no way he would have shot an unborn child while the mother was sleeping. Those are agnostics. Shout out Tony Cheek. Shout out to Mr. John Rapp. Oh, that's agnostic. Agnostic and atheist. What's agnostic? I heard of agnostic. I think they're willing to believe. I think so. Those are the ones that they're willing to believe, but they just haven't found the right God. Is that agnostic? Agnostics are technically atheists. See, that's what I thought too. They don't believe, but I think one is willing to believe. They just haven't found the right God yet. And I think the atheists don't believe at all there's no God. Y'all help a brother out. No, good evening. Shout out to Esther Jackson. 8881. Shout out to Latch Dannon. Oh, thank you, Noise. Oh, I haven't give you a shout out. You've been commenting. Shout out to like a black woman. The icons are small. You like a black woman. Yeah, she black or Latina. She cute though. So yeah, so we got that out the way. You gotta start dealing with people who have something to lose. Your life partner would be the most important decision. Careers, you can change your life around with a career. It's better to get your career young so you can start making that money earlier. But you can go to school in your 30s. You can go to school in your 40s. You go to school in your 50s. Whatever you got to do to get yourself to the next level. Handle it. Now, the black community. Now, I can't just say it's black women choosing trash in these streets, because I've dated white women. I've dated Latino women. I've dated all kind. And most women, I think women choose bums. One, they don't recognize he's a bum because maybe he's been manipulating her. So I think the first reason women choose poorly, they don't recognize the signs. Two, I believe they have low self-esteem. I believe that damn, this girl is fine. What's she doing with this? This nigga don't work. Damn, this girl fine. And she let him borrow her car while she at work. There's a lot of, I don't know about the white community, but in the black community, a lot of Pookies and Ray Rays, they won't get a job, but they probably handsome or they good in that bedroom. If you somewhat good looking or you good in the bedroom, you really don't need a job in certain parts of the hood. So what they do is they borrow their girl's car while she at work. And I guess she's so desperate for a man, she let this unemployed man, grown ass man, use her car. And while he's using his car, he's talking to other girls, picking up other girls in the car, smoking weed in the car. And then when she comes home, the house still messy. I want to put this on blast. Ladies, that is a boy. You're dating a boy. You are dating a man baby. That's what they call them in New York. I was working with this guy from New York. They were a maintenance guy. And that's the term they use for grown men who move like children. That's a man baby. But here's the thing. I mean, and it's like the more I ain't gonna say loser, the more of a the more undeveloped this Pookie and Ray Ray is, the more love a black woman would show this man. As a king, you're gonna be lonely. If you're a black king, you're gonna be alone. If you're a black king like myself, you're gonna be alone. Because here's the thing. Well, I'm just a king in general, but I like that black part just to piss some people off. There's no such thing as kings. And shut up. As a black king with standards, when you start carrying yourself with standards, you know, a lot of women won't even, they will still approach you, but it's just a different feel. It's like when you're a black man, you hold yourself up to a certain standard. You go into school, you're an engineer, you're becoming a doctor. When you're young and you got some act right in certain neighborhoods, they ain't even gonna talk to you. And that's why you guys see all over Facebook, because now we are a little bit older now. We understand how messed up our women are in our community because they come from these messed up ass households, right? We understand this is why you never follow a woman. So in her most prime years, 16 to 26, those 10 years, she was getting ran down by Pookies and Ray Ray. Nigga won't work. She got knocked up by these guys. Had a baby by these guys, just like this dude here. God awful. Pookie at his finest. Look at them ashy lips. They all lubricated like mine. I got some big old nigga lips, but his, goddamn. They were getting ran through by the gang. Gang, nigga. Gang. They getting ran down by the gang. Then all these guys. She getting passed around, having babies. Now she's in her 30s. She passed her prime. She's 4 years past her prime. Now she talking about she want a king. She want somebody like King Michael over here, who got his stuff together, got a fan base, going to school, handling business, work all day long, wherever he has to do to get some goddamn money. There's engineers out there. She's literally running behind these engineers with some other child's baby in her arm. She's running around Dallas with Lil Hakeem, Lil Takesha, and Lil Dante. Hey, remember me? Hey, remember me? What? No. First off, who is you? I'm looking like, who is you? Oh no. Because remember when I tried to get with you back in high school, I saw something in you. I saw that you were, well, I thought you was a decent person. I thought you had your head on straight. But remember you wanted the dope boys? Remember you wanted the Bloods and the Crips? Remember that? Remember you wanted to go party all night? Walk out the house with your titties out and your legs out and your heels and have hot girl summers. Now you've been ran through. Your body don't look at, I mean, you still fine, but you're not as fine as when I tried to get with you. And some of y'all nowhere near as fine. Y'all know y'all too, oh, come on now. Your body has been destroyed. You gave your best years and your body and your time to Pookies and Ray Rays, and you want kings to come clean it up. Lord have mercy. Let's go over to the, oh, wait, I got some action. Miss Noise. Are you black, Miss Noise? You look cute, but go to the poll. What's the most important decision a person will ever make? 37% say life partner. 44% say religion. 19%. So religion is number one. 19% say career. Number one is religion. I can feel that too. Ain't no right or wrong answer. I just want to see where y'all head is at. Miss Floor XX. This is insane talk. How's that insane? You ain't taking accountability as a man, putting all those blame. I ain't put. Now wait a minute, Miss Noise. You've been on this live for a long time, and didn't I just not say this nigga's lips was ashy? So I know this is why you never follow a woman. She just heard me dog this man, call this man the Pookie and Ray Ray is a derogatory term. And I'm a black man, and I called this black man a derogatory term. And I didn't hear you say, oh, that's not right. You should never tear down another black man. She didn't hear that part. She didn't hear how I said his lips were ashy. He didn't hear how I said we need to choose better. We need to choose people who have something to lose. I put all the blame on women after I just drugged this man through the mud and all the Pookies and Ray Rays. I just got done talking about how women choose these thugs in the hood instead of good men, right? Acknowledging that there's terrible men. I just drug men through the mud, and you have the nerve to say I'm only putting blame on women. All your ears, women have selective hearing. You got selective hearing, Miss Noise. I spent 30 years faithful, got divorced, and she cheated. Fidelity is important in life. You act like you're perfect and women are. When did I say selective hearing? The Pookies are wrong, women are wrong, but the black nerd kings are perfect. I ain't say they were perfect. I say you should aspire to have a king. Don't you want that for your son? You want your son to be running from helicopters and police, or being on the clock at a hospital, working, operating on somebody? What you want? What example you want for your black son? Running from the helicopters and police, or having his black ass behind a software engineer desk, behind a computer, making 80,000 a year, working with Linux, Python, software engineer, cybersecurity? I mean, you want your black son's ass in the back of a police car, or in a cybersecurity seat, working in them fancy buildings? That's all I'm saying. What's up, Miss Noise? Don't you run from me. You better get your ass back on this live. Oh, okay, I see you. I said you better not run from me, girl. How you say it? On King David. Oh, you from Chicago. 187. I want my son to be trans. Oh, so we got a troll. So we don't do trannies up in here, and that's an ugly ass profile picture too. So we don't get you on out of here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On King David 187, he had to go. Whew. He's about to spread some negativity all over my damn channel. I can't have that. I cannot have that. No, I raised my sons to be gentlemen. And if a woman can, them nerds, what do you mean consider them nerds and don't hate them? I would teach them to date women who like them. You meant to say, if I raise my son, and if a woman can't, but that's not enough. But see, that's the thing. Black people become so retarded. In a sense, that's a nerd. See, this is what Miss Noise is talking about. Because in the black community, if you're not on dope, if you're not on dope and busting your gun, you're automatically seen a nerd. Like if you're in school, nerds are like anybody can do not anybody, but if you apply yourself, nerds is like the upper echelon of smart people. That's like beyond smart. But see, in the black community, there's no levels. Either you are on dope and in a gang, or you're a nerd. They consider people that go to working at Dunkin' Donuts a nerd. I just got me some Dunkin' Donuts. If you are a manager at Dunkin' Donuts, you're a nerd. And most black women in the hood, they don't want in other words, if you work a 9 to 5, you're not with the foolishness, you're not with none of that, you're a nerd. But I think everybody got their own definition. But my definition of a nerd is a person that's the upper echelon of brilliance, valedictorian. I mean, that's like the superior intelligence. So what I'm saying is, black people think that becoming a cybersecurity or nursing, or that's the upper echelon of smart. It could be, but it's not really not. You know what I mean? It's just handling your business. It's just elevating yourself. It's getting a career, doing something that you love, and getting paid for it. But in certain segments of the black community, even if, like I said, even if you at a low skill position, if you just on somebody's clock, they consider you a nerd. If you're not smoking dope, you're a nerd. And I suggest men stay far away from these type of women, because they have demonic energy and they're only going to bring you down. That's why I say the more successful you get, the more lonely you become. Because there's a lot of our women. They, like I said, society has brainwashed our women. They have lowered the standards for everybody, and you gotta see reality, and you got to be able to process reality for yourself and see how you're gonna survive in this thing. So no, so I don't understand, but I still don't put my people. There you go. You sound like Mr. Key. How am I putting my people down? Acknowledging that there are on the male and female spectrum, there are people who ain't taking care of business. All I'm saying. So if you can't understand it, there's nothing I can. There's no other way I can tell you. Like you one of those black people that you can't criticize black people. I ain't one of them niggas either. I ain't no bootlegger. Ain't no nigga that gonna be quiet when a nigga ain't got no act right either. I am not a bootlegger, but I'm also not the one to be quiet when black folk doing wrong. I hold everybody accountable. Black, thank you, Black. What's that? Black Doula 718 got 100. Is that Black Charlie Kirk? Charlie Kirk. Oh, the Black Charlie Kirk. Somebody trying to make a little funny joke. Let's see. Go see champion, best gay champ. So we're gonna have to get rid of Jay. I don't know why all these bonnet wearing soy boys keep coming over here. We gotta let you go too. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You gotta go. Oh, but yeah, it's all about making great decisions. Like who you lay down with, who you gonna give your heart to, who you gonna give your time to, is very important, y'all. It's very important. In order to be great, you gotta make great decisions. So I don't understand, how this woman ended up with this type of person. There are so many households that are messed up. There's so much domestic violence. It seems like man and woman can't get it right. It seems like man and woman can't get it right. And the only way to get it right, you gotta get right with God. And you just gotta really understand who you dealing with. This man has a long rap sheet. She chose this man. This woman chose out of all the men you could have chosen. Now I don't. They say her children, so she has 2 other children by another man. So she on her second baby daddy. So everybody, we gotta ask, where's the father of the other 2 children? The first 2. Where's the father? Where's the father of the other 2 children? Now you in bed and you're still not married, and you about to bring another life into this world. And like I say, either she has low self-esteem. But I don't have any kids. I'll tell you right now, I'm analyzing every nigga that come through my door that my daughter's talking to. I have to size them up because, like I said, women are emotional. We're logical. I can see through it. Through life experience, I'm like, what do you do for? That's the first thing you got to ask. What do you do for a living? Nah, man, I'm just in between. Okay, I understand. The economy's messed up, but what is your plan for my daughter? I'm kind of just seeing where it go, dog. I'm just trying to see where it go. You just trying to see where it go? Who you think I am, nigga? You got to go. Beat it. Let's say my daughter named Taisha. Taisha, you can't see this nigga no more. But why, daddy? He ain't talking about he want to put a ring on your finger. He ain't talking about he wants to go to school and become an engineer or a doctor or get into business, own a few franchises, own some real estate. He ain't say nothing about that. You know what this nigga told me, Taisha? I'm just trying to see where it go, dog. What? You gotta go, nigga. Oh my God. I'm kicking him out. I am kicking him out like Uncle Phil used to do Jazzy Jeff. You got to go, brother. Why they ain't choose me? Because they ain't know me. What kind of dumb question is that? Men are logical. Oh, there's some. Y'all say it with me. I'm just picking on you, Miss Noise. I'm just having fun. But did somebody hurt you? Big old logical men making the world go round. I sense a little bit of sarcasm. I'm good with words. Y'all know I'm a singer and a rapper too. I'm good with them where I write poetry too. You know I'm good with them words. I know what you're trying to say, Miss Doris. Big old logical man. She being sarcastic. You ain't gotta be. Who hurt you? I ain't the one that knocked you up and left you with them kids, girl. I ain't the one that made all them promises and didn't come through. I'm just a young, handsome black man trying to find my way in this big, harsh world. You know, that's all I'm trying to do. Let's see, you're emotional and you're illogical. You wouldn't get along with the woman that has your personality, and everybody can see that. What you mean personality? Like vibrant? What you talking about? Intelligent? What you talking about? Caring? I'm a caring person. That's why I'm trying to give y'all some game. You need to start choosing people. So if y'all ain't get nothing else, if y'all ain't get anything else from this lie, I want y'all to understand, be very careful who you let in your life. You'll know what spirits this person have. You'll know their true intentions. Falling in love is a gamble. In order to be great, we gotta make great decisions. And no, the thing is, women can't handle me. Women don't like it. Women, they get bothered when men act like men, and that's another problem in society. I am a man. I am not a girl. This is how men talk. This is how men move. It's called masculinity. It's called testosterone. It's called nuts. Next. So like somebody, shout out to Miss, oh my God, it's you. And if that's a real picture, you know, that you cute, but I like when women challenge me. And fellas, I wish I could have a fellas only, but you know what, you women can listen to. Cause some of y'all gonna take my God-given divine advice and y'all gonna run with it. But fellas, if you don't give your woman nothing to challenge, she gonna get bored with you. If you don't give a woman something to see how Miss OMG and Noise, they challenging me. That's my job. My job is to lay down the law, enforce the law, and make sure that these laws are consistent. They call you a male chauvinist. They trying to make you. They try to guilt trip you into thinking that nobody was. There's a lot of women that will want me. My thing is, would I want them? Damn, would I want them? Because you're not gonna shame me for being a man. It is what it is. Fellas, you got apply that pressure on your ladies. That whole I don't tiptoe around women. Now I take that back. I'm considerate of their feelings because they're highly emotional creatures, but to a small degree. Like not all the time. Like I gotta get stuff done, so I'm just gonna kind of like tell you what it is. Like you need to get your ass to work. Like, what are you doing? Ooh, this has been a fun live, y'all. But I have to go. I'm gonna have to hit these streets. But yeah, this fella right here. Hold on. It's finna go. It's finna be interrupted real quick. I gotta get his name. Hold on. His name is Eric Patterson. Can y'all hear me? This man's 44. Oh my God. This man's 44 shooting pregnant women. This man has nothing to live for. Oh my God. Eric Patterson, 44 years old, shot this pregnant woman. In order to be great, we gotta make great decisions. And shooting a woman who is 8 months pregnant with your child was not a great decision. He will be in jail for the rest of his life. This man has just thrown away his life. It's obvious he has demons working through him. It's obvious it's something probably clinically wrong with him, psychologically wrong with him. This man needs help. Shot that girl. Yep, Tito. Shout out to Tito. Shout out to Ray Bar. Shout out to Rich Dollar Bill. Oh, 44, nigga. I didn't know he was that old. Damn. Had nothing to live for. And one more thing. Misery loves company. Out of all the things this man could have done in his life, he decided to shoot his baby mama in the stomach. Thank God the little baby. So they delivered the baby. I don't know if I told you. I don't know if I specified that, emphasized on that, but the baby survived, the mother survived, but they delivered the baby because they had to get the baby out, get the baby treatment, and the baby had to be helicoptered. This baby, this is crazy. This man decided at 2 a.m. It happened at around 4:45 in the morning. 4:45 a.m. in the morning. You had nothing better to do. You could have went to the gym. Get your body right, get your mind right, drink some water, go fill out a job application. No, I'll just shoot my pregnant baby mama while she sleeps. And when he shot her, she had two other kids in it. It must have been a big bed. It's him, the baby mama, and the unborn child, and two other kids sleeping like one big family. Oh my God. But thankfully the 8-month-old unborn was helicoptered to the other part, to Tampa. Baby got operated on, and baby's doing good. So thank God the mother's doing good, but they had to get that baby up out of there so we can give it the right treatment, because this jackass wants to shoot her while she's pregnant. Some evil people around here. But y'all let me know. Y'all tell somebody about the channel, y'all. Y'all tell somebody about the channel. I love y'all, but I gotta go. Time is winding down. It was already 6:22. Y'all handle y'all business. Handle y'all business. 250. I'm gone.